Today is day 14 for my Bonne Maman Advent Calendar. Let's open door number 14 and see what's inside. Counter cooking. No kitchen, no problem. So here's door number 14. It is on the right side in the middle. Let's open it up. Inside it says cherish family and friends. And this is really interesting. This is grapefruit dragon fruit spread. I've never had anything like that before. So here is the fruit spread. It's a very pretty color. This one's a bit watery, not as thick as some of the others. It's sweet. For some reason, because it's grapefruit, I thought it would be a little bit sour or more tangy. But I guess the dragon fruit makes it a little sweeter. Obviously, they also put a lot of sugar in it too. It's kind of like a grapefruit marmalade, but toned down, if that makes any sense. So today I am going to make an almond butter crepe. I have not had one of these in a very long time. So I have an egg in my little Christmas mug, which I'm using as a mixing bowl. And to the egg, I'm adding 1 tablespoon of almond butter. I get the all natural almond butter that separates, so I made sure that it was stirred up really well. And it's really sticky, so I'm gonna get my mini spatula. And I'm just trying to get the almond butter off of the spoon that it's stuck to. The reason why is because I'm also adding a tablespoon of apple cider, pinch of salt, and a few drops of vanilla extract. Now I'm gonna mix this all together until it forms a batter. It would probably be better to mix this in a mini food processor. That way everything is nicely incorporated, because it does take a little bit of work to make sure that the almond butter is well mixed in with the egg. So I found that by adding the apple cider, it adds just a little bit of acidity, which helps the ingredients to combine. This can also be made with peanut butter. I've made it with cashew butter. Pretty much any kind of nut butter should work. Today I am using my Dash 8-inch griddle. I just plugged it in and the blue light is on. Once the blue light goes off, then we are ready to cook with it. I've never made this recipe in a Dash 8-inch griddle before. I'm hoping the griddle is not too hot. I've only made this recipe in a crepe pan on top of the stove. So we'll see how this goes. In fact, I don't think I'm going to wait for the blue light to go off. I'm going to open this up and I'm going to put some butter along the bottom. See, it's already nice and hot. And now I'm going to pour in my crepe batter. This should make one nice sized crepe. Moving it around. Another reason why I'm using this 8-inch griddle is because I do want the batter to spread out and make a thinner crepe. Obviously, if I was using the mini griddle, I'd probably just only pour in about half of the batter. So let's shut this. And I'm gonna check it in 1 minute. It's been 1 minute. There's a lot of steam coming out of this. Let's open it up and let's see what's going on. So it's cooking well. I'm going to continue cooking it without the top down. It seems to have puffed itself up more than I remember it. I remember it being like really thin, really flat, but maybe that's because I didn't use all the batter. Maybe I just poured it thinner. So we'll see how this continues to cook. It looks really good, so I'm actually gonna see if I could flip it. Whoa, that looks so good. This looks delicious. It smells delicious. One other thing that I could have added to the batter would be like a pinch of cinnamon, just to give it a hint of cinnamon. I could always sprinkle some cinnamon on it after I take it off of the griddle. But that looks so nice. We can see how uneven the heating is underneath the griddle surface because that side is so much more browned than that side. Feels good. It's soft. but it's a nice consistency. And it's really thin. It's not super thin, but it's a good level of thinness. Look at that. This is so beautiful. So I am going to say this is done. I'm going to unplug the griddle and I'm going to take the crepe off. This looks really good. So while it's hot, I'm going to rub it with some butter. And I'm going to sprinkle it with a little bit of cinnamon like we talked about. I just want a tiny, oh, I always do too much cinnamon. Smells so good. Smells so good. And now I'm going to take my fruit spread, which is a little bit runny, and put it on this crepe. Looks so good. And now I'm going to roll it up. Let's see if we can roll this up. Yep, it rolls up beautifully. Now if I wanted to, I could drizzle some honey on top of it, and obviously if you eat sugar, you could put some powdered sugar on top of it to make it look really pretty. I'm going to just cut right into it. That looks really good. It's delicious. I'm still amazed at how mild this grapefruit fruit spread is, I guess because of the dragon fruit, because even now I expected more of like a tangy grapefruit marmalade flavor, and it's not that at all. It's really nice. And this would be amazing filled with Nutella, or even made with Nutella, like a Nutella crepe. That would be so good. So let's have another piece. Obviously the flavor of the crepe will change based on what kind of nut butter you use. A peanut butter crepe will taste different than this almond butter crepe. And I'm using roasted almond butter. If I used raw almond butter, it would have a different flavor. And in the past, that's what I used to make it with, like the raw almond butter. And with the roasted almonds, it gives it like a really rich, even almost chocolatey flavor. It's really nice. So that is what I did with my Bonbonman fruit spread today. I hope this video was helpful for you. If it was, please give it a thumbs up. Please subscribe to this channel if you'd like to see what else is in this Bonbonman Advent Calendar. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you have a very happy holiday season.